Hello there, lords and ladies, and welcome back to our Palworld Let's Play. We're in the world settings menu to start off the game because I made a few changes. So we're on normal for almost everything, but I upped the XP rate. Um, I lowered incubation time by 1. It was at 2, now it's at 1. And the max number of pals. So normally it's at 15, we're going up to 20. So those are the changes that we're making. I did do some breeding over the weekend, so you will notice that I have a few other pals. Mostly I did my mount. I wanted to get the right sets on my mount. And I wanted to get... I did a lot of testing with chickens. I collected a lot of chickens over the weekend. Because we needed eggs and... yeah. So I did get a level up over the weekend. Loading seems to take a little bit longer these days, but it'll work itself out here in a second. So I got my flyer set up. I did a little rearranging and moved all the egg incubators in here, made a new bed, put a cargo container in here for all our eggs that we're going to be getting. I think it's going to be enough, but... so, what we want to get done today, so let's go over what we got. Oh, I'm going to have to fix you. You're all jacked up. So what did we get? We got pretty interesting things. I think I'm going to have to break this down and redo it. First one being these guys. Shadow Beaks. And I got these because the research I did showed that these are like the best all around before you get into legendaries. So we started breeding these guys up. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do that. This is getting annoying when we have to constantly break this thing down and rebuild it. Yeah. Oh, I'm back. We want to build. And we're trying to, well, I'll show you in just a second. Let me get this built, get this set up. Apparently you have to every time you load into the game. And then I'll show you what we got. I really gotta fix this. Okay. So, like I said, I did a lot of chickens. They're eating. Come on, stop eating. So, I wanted to get a good flying mount. It's missing legend, but obviously we haven't captured any legendary pals yet. And so, I'll show you what I did get on them. And then we technically got 2 new pals. One being the one that you're seeing now, the Shadow Beak, which again is supposed to be one of the best well-rounded ones. But what we did pick up is we built ourselves an Astagon, because I needed him to be able to build the Shadow Beaks. You see, we're slowly building them up. As far as chickens, we're now at 74 we built. So, I wanted to take a good look at all the breeding stuff and getting, like, correct, skills. So, come on, dude. I swear this... So, the one I was using... No, don't fix the sign to the tree. What the heck is wrong with you? Well, we gotta rebuild this thing. I'll show you in just a second. As soon as I can get this dang breeder thing to start working again. That's where this is one of the reasons why we're going to be moving our base. Is so... That's true. Alright, guys, get out of the way. This is one of the things that really, really they need to fix. I'm tired of building this thing a bunch of different times. And so the website I use is down right. When I checked it this morning, it was down. So I'm gonna see if it pops back up. Yeah, there it goes. This is the one I like. Okay. Yeah. Okay, where they at? I promise I'll get to the pals that I'm looking for. And so today what we want to do is we want to do some exploring of the desert. I want to get the whole desert explored. Okay, good. He went to the breeding farm. And then we're going to start looking to move. Because a lot of the problems we're having is because they're landing up on top of different resources. And I think if we clear the base, make it flat, use foundations, we're going to be okay. It should alleviate that. Okay, so they're finally breeding. We need about 100 and something. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is, here looks like a good place to put a base. Here or here, depending on if there's bandits. Yeah. And so this has still been the best base for iron ore and stuff like that. Okay, so what I did. We got this guy who got swift, nimble, and runner. Yep, it has both. So we have a lot of Anubises sitting over there. So this guy got swift, runner, and nimble. So we basically added another 30% to our speed of this guy. He's got mining. We bred him. We bred Anubis. Technically, there's one right here at level 47, but yeah, we just bred him. And he's not hard to breed. Like, you can get him really early. So he's not hard to breed. We also need this guy here soon, because he's a really good planter. So we got that guy, and then this guy got burly body, ferocious, lucky, and muscle head. Yeah, he's a beast. Well, he will be a beast when he's... Yeah, and I specifically bred those out. It took a long time to get those, and so what I did is I needed two things for that. I needed... One of them you're not going to be able to see because he's at the other base. But I basically used this guy, Hinsun, and got him burly body and lucky. And then I had an astrogen with the other two. It took about, I think, 20 tries to get it to finally roll over to get all four. Which, we do need some lesser, yeah. And it's not guaranteed to get, like, it was not a guarantee to get, the correct stats. I've only gotten one. And I've bred, let's see, what am I at with these guys now? I've bred this guy 29 times. I've only had one go full what I needed it to go. mean, granted, one's all you need, but yeah. So basically, so like now I need to take. So my chickens, I actually got. I did a lot of work with the chickens, but it took a long time to get them to serious artisan, workaholic, and diet lover, which is what I was looking for. Now I have 2 that have the exact same stats. You would think that if you have the exact same passives on both a male and a female, it would be a higher chance to breed those 4 stats on a child. It's not. It's I got those 2, and then I've not gotten another one. Just breeding those 2 guys, I have not gotten another one that had all 4 that I'm looking for. Even when all the passes are the exact same. So I think they need to do something where they, if you have it on both parents, it should be a guaranteed to get it on the egg, or to get it and pass it to the children. We are going to build refined metal. Oh, I don't have my Anubis, so this is going to take a while. Yeah, this is going to take a minute. Because I don't have Anubis right now. I've used up all my slots, pretty much. So yeah. So that's what I did. And that took me pretty much all weekend. I got my Wyvern, or my Flyer, which he rolled pretty quickly. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be pretty quick. So I did that guy first and got the good one. I was like, ooh, nice. And then I went to the chickens, and that went right out the window. It threw my theory right out the window. So that sucked. But and then I went into the dragons, which it took me quite a while to get all the steps to be able to breed him in line. So I would have the lucky, would have all the stuff that I wanted. And then, of course, getting it all on one guy. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to load up our PAL now with all the skill eggs that we've found. So every skill egg that we find now, we're gonna try to get him every skill we possibly can. Yeah. Eventually, we might go do some legendary hunting, legendary schematic hunting too. We've got one legendary schematic, but it's for cloth armor, and who cares about that? And like I said, we're going to be leaving. We're going to set up 2 more bases. We're going to do one that's going to be just food and breeding and that type of thing, maybe with a stone. And then we're going to go one base that's pure production. It'll still have breeding stuff, but I want one that I can keep separate kind of from everything that I can produce with. And we'll just transfer resources from 2 of the bases to that production base and then keep moving. Because I want to be able to throw down my Anubises and not have them have to worry about mining or anything. I want them to purely work on handiwork stuff. And then what we'll do is, when they're not busy doing handiwork stuff, then we'll make it so I put up a stone thing and they can work on stone when I'm not having them do handiwork stuff. When I need them to do handiwork stuff, I'll delete the stone thing and then they can go and do the production. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. But I wanted to get the new armor. I wanted to wait until, I was streaming for that. And then I wanted to, we're going to go and do a lot of exploration of the desert area in the top right. Get that all knocked out, and then I think from my understanding, there's a village up there that sells the heat-resistant clothing or the cold resistant clothing, like the accessories. So we're going to get those knocked out. So we only have to use our refined metal armor and then just put whatever accessory we need for whatever zone we're in and use that. And that should give us max. Ooh, I don't know why, like, why don't you cover that shoulder up too there, buddy? Hey, that one just, that shoulder's not good enough. That's his bad shoulder, so he's like, nah, I don't like that shoulder. I'm just gonna leave it completely exposed. And it's weird that they don't do helmet. They just do a metal piece across your head. So, weird stuff, but yeah, once we get these two pieces done, we're gonna go, like I said, really explore. Because I think the first two legendary creatures that we can fight and probably do okay is on the desert island. And you can get a lot of medium pal souls. So we're gonna need a lot of souls for our bird, because we don't have a lot. Actually, we're completely out. So we want to get that done. We also want to start, once we get done with our shadow beaks, we're going to be moving to making a lot of these guys, king packas. And we're going to need a lot of king packas, because we want to level up their skills. So you need, we're going to need like about 400 king packas. Plus we want to get them with the right skills. So there are 3 skills we want to get on our king packas that'll boost our attack, our defense, and our movement speed. All 3. And then who cares what the last one is. But we want all 3 of those. Maybe we're getting mining foremen, something like that. But this should take us right into what our... this will be our... Besides Legendary, this is our final kind of setup. So... once he gets leveled up, because right now, obviously, he's not that leveled. Yeah, see, I don't want to have to do this again. I don't want to have to build anything by hand again. I don't like doing things by hand. Plus, there's some things that I want to be able to have. So, like, I want to have one dedicated area that's just for breeding purposes, for ranches, for farming. And then when I go build my main base, that's going to have a ranch as well, but it's going to be for like things that for crafting stuff, so like wool and stuff like that. So I want to kind of keep them separate. So I did put, we'll go to the other base before we head out as well. And I'll show you kind of what I got going on there. Let's pick up all our skill fruits real quick. Because again, we want to give our guy all the skills that we possibly can, because I don't think that the type, it's not like in Pokemon, right, where a fire type gets more damage to fire, all based off of what you're fighting against. So even though this guy is just a dark, yeah, he's just a dark, he can do a fire damage and hit just as hard as any fire guy. It's all based off their attack. So, from my understanding. So, we want to make sure, first of all, make sure he's, I've never done skill fruit either, so this is going to be new for me. Let's start with something that's and what this is going to allow us to do is when we go to fight different mobs or bosses, we can tailor him. I think he already has that, right? Oh yeah, it's right on there. See, like, one's 70. Oh wait, we already have a fire. So let's say here's 80, right? Last 5. This we can go with Flare Storm. We have a better dark. We'll keep that. Okay. So what we can do now is we can go in here. That was a Blizzard Spark, right? Yeah, 130 power. That one's gonna be nasty. So yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at. And again, we're gonna wait for it to be nighttime. How much food do I have? So we're gonna go to daytime. Then we're gonna check out the other area. I added something, right? Didn't I? Oh, I added a guy for wood collecting. Just to take care of all the trees that are there. No. And so I also built my 2 guys. There's one of them, and the other one's taking a bath. This place has been rocking and rolling with creating ore and stuff like that. I mean, we got 518. It's got over 1,000 coal. Yeah. Who did I bring for a tree guy? I know I brought somebody for a tree guy, didn't I? Yep, there he is. He's not the best at it, but he'll do for right now. And it's all I'm getting it all passive. So who cares? So we are gonna have to go back to some beginning areas to get souls, because one of the best ways to get souls is chests. So we're gonna start opening a lot more chests. Go ahead, get out of here. And collecting power souls on the ground. Nope, we want to go this way. Again, there should be a village around here somewhere. Now the downside to doing what I just did though is that all of our pals now are low level, which I should have brought a higher level pal with to kind of offset, but you know, hey, they love me. Now the real kicker is going to be when we go to start. What's that? Random coal in the ground. Okay. That's cool. Is when we get the legendary, and there's still some islands out there. Let's go check out those islands. We're gonna have to basically redo our legendary guy. And so this guy, legendaries, you can only breed them with themselves. So this guy, we're gonna have to get a male and a female, and then breed the crap out of them. Now, luckily, we don't have to get lucky on those guys because technically, lucky gets replaced by legend. It's just an upgraded form of legend for the most part. And lucky is not bad. It's just not like I don't put it on my workers because it doesn't help workers at all. So there's some things that I got force ammo. Ooh, yeah, we want to go check that out tonight too. Yeah, I'm gonna go over there. Go do a little island hopping, and then we're gonna go to the final sanctuary. And so you can really spend a lot of time in this game. I'm learning. Just even if you're just breeding your creatures up, to get the amount that you would need is to get everything unlocked and to become like really overpowered takes some time. And by some time, I mean I might actually be moving more to